final table. The man who went on to win the Bahamas main event that year is in the booth right now. It's Elke from Team PokerStars Pro.
How you doing? I remember the hand I knocked him out too, actually. He shoved with 7, then I called with jacks, and I felt jack 10-8. Never easy, you know? You still had 4 out, you still had 4 outs, and then you can break.
So just to put things in perspective there, Elke, we started the day with 6 players. Hand 7, we lost Rasmus Gleason in 6th place. We then played 100 hands, 5 hours without an elimination. And now finally, with Michael Gently going out, we are down to 4.
James, Matthew on Twitter asked a great question. Maybe Elke can help us out if you saw what happened. He says, why does Gently call there? If Josephine gets called and goes broke there,
not today.
He ladders with half a big blind.
I don't think we're paying for that, are we? If we want to put that in
yeah, how much did he, where was he?
So
like half a blind?
He was the small blind. He started the hand with 145,000. 85 of that is already in. He's got like 60 behind.
Yeah, but I think it still has to call because like Josephine like it would get a 4 quite often, and I mean if he wants to have a chance to come back ever in this he has to call, right? Like the chances of laddering, they exist, but you would think like Josephine has to have like a, because he's shoving, especially when Gentili is short.
Yeah, I can do that.
Supposed to have quite a strong hand, right? And you think Harder is opening really lighter than he is, so that's what I think.
So you think that Josephine's not going to call that often? Some of the time, when he does get called, he's going to double up anyway.
I mean, he's not going to double up every time, obviously. Sometimes that Gentili will ladder up, but if he ever wants to have a chance to get back into this, he definitely has to call when he invested like half his stack in already, right? He's got like 6 odds, and also it's pretty good spot because you can like quintuple up or something, especially because he's likely to get that up, right?
Yeah, I find it interesting that Matthew is criticizing Gently's play, and then Jeff Godley comes in and criticizes Josephine's play, saying, given that the chip leader opened and Gently is committed, shouldn't Josephine fold King 10 suited there due to ICM considerations?
Well, I think that Josephine probably just saw it as a spot where Charter was gonna fold like almost always. You heard him say, I thought you'd be raising any 2.
Yeah.
And we see how tight Charter's folds have been sometimes after opening, so Josephine's also going for the win.
Oh yeah, I mean, when Josephine opens shoves King Deuce, I think it's clear that he's not worried about the money ladders.
He wants to pick up the pot, he wants to pick up the dead money that Charter's put in there, and also, if he and Gentili both go out on the same hand, he's gonna ladder anyway.
Well, the last hand was raise and take it for Christian Harder, looking to go 2 in a row here. Actually, it'll be 3 in a row, because the hand before that, he got a walk in the big blind. Josephine. Big blind.
Elke Aaron 1212 on Twitch says that you are a
Gives
rap
it
god.
I'm a what? Rap god.
Charter does indeed go 3 for 3 there.
That's my next career.
So reminder
turn into a rap god.
of the $1 million card hunt competition we are running on the stream. Remember today, because it's final table day, we are giving away 3 $530 tickets to the PokerStars Championship Panama satellites on Stars. Start today's card hunt challenge, fire it up, start matching those cards in the puzzle window, and then while you're completing a puzzle, you need to win a hand with the Queen of Clubs. Once you've done that, and once you've actually completed the puzzle, it's crucial that you complete the challenge as well. You can then enter the contest. You do that by tweeting the hand ID, that's the hand where you win with the Queen of Clubs, plus your player ID, hashtag PokerStarsWin. Once this competition closes in about 5.5 hours time, we're going to draw 3 winners at random, and we will announce those winners on Twitter tomorrow. Make sure you're following at PokerStars TV.
We are finally 4-handed.
Christian Harder is crushing.
He really is, and he's doing it fairly effortlessly. He's just picking good spots. He's applying pressure occasionally. He's not going all wild with aggression. He's making some big folds. He's folded the best hand sometimes, actually, even pre-flop when the short stacks have jammed on him. He's folded some aces.
He just folded the ace-8. I guess he was probably thinking that Josephine was shoved tighter because also Gentili is like committed, right?
Harder's got the best hand. But he's facing a bet, a small bet.
Yeah, he probably never folds, yeah. I mean, in general, I don't think he will fold too often after he checks back the flop. It's a pretty decent flop to see bet on if he...
Bella gives up.
Short on value.
Harder checks behind. He's gonna win this a showdown.
Oof, we're in bad shape.
Yeah, I don't like Bella's bet too much there, I think, because Harder is definitely calling a lot of hands that he checks back.
Bad shape.
And it's a hand that he would give up, that he's not calling. Probably King High is good against those as well, I think.
See what the next level is? 7550 or?
Gotta be
Could be 7550.
80, 60, 20.
60, 120 is the next level.
It's already 6120, isn't it?
Sorry, you're right, Elkie. Excuse me.
Some,
Sure, so
some
there should
places
be,
have, I think some places have 75.
Oh look, I think it came up on my
It
phone.
doesn't say what's next level anymore.
It doesn't.
Should be 8160, I guess.
I'm sure they're whispering it in his ear
Has to be
right now, but I got
8160, no?
it. 8160.
Is it 80?
20.
Next is fold it around. Send Michael Vella in the small blind. Queen tray. And Charter gets a walk.
Closing in on the 13 million mark now.
106 blinds for him. And about 60 for the rest of the table. 68.
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
Not bad. Not bad.
It's pretty sick that Harder and Josephi are here. They're like, I think when I started on PokerStars, Josephi was already playing there. It was like 2003. He was crushing the MTTs back then. Already. And he's crushing live now still.
That is a long time ago, Elkster.
That's pretty long actually. I don't like to think about it. I feel like it was yesterday, but time is kind of an illusion anyways. Don't you think so, Joe?
No.
You're wrong then. I think it's an illusion.
You think it's an illusion?
Yeah. Everything is an illusion actually.
Like a David Copperfield making the Statue of Liberty disappear kind of illusion?
More like a Matrix illusion, but whatever you want it to be, actually.
I mean, Elkie, I'm sure if there is any human on this planet that has experienced other dimensions, it's you.
I think everything is whatever you want it to be. So. Helps me sleep at night, you know?
Raise and take it for Christian Harder.
Yeah, I think it's sick. It's like the greatest spot ever now. It's like the dream spot for every MTT player, you know, to have like... How many chips are there total? 19, and he has 13 of them, right? Looks like something like that.
Great spot to be in.
Literally, poker players dream of this spot, yes.
No, there should be more than that. There should be like 738 times 30,000. So there should be 21 million, right? A bit more, I guess. 22.2 million chips? Is that right?
You're saying for the total number of chips in play?
Yeah.
You got 3.5 plus 2.5 is what?
6,
Plus 2 is 8.
8,
So it's
plus
like
13, 21.
there's like 21
21.
million in play, and he's got 13 of them.
There should be more than 20. If there were 738 players times 30k, it should be more than.
Including 27 no-shows.
Oh, sick. 27 no shows. Why would they not show?
I think there are a lot of qualifiers who didn't come.
Oh, really? Why not? That makes no sense.
James Benno apologized about his repeated question.
saw that.
Although we do have a hand shaping up here.
I tell you what, Benno, because you apologise, and not being funny, we were just having a bit of fun with you, we will address your question after this hand. Vela opened with Queen 10 under the gun. Opalikin has Ace 10 in the small blind. With Josephy still to act in the big. It's a 3-bet or a call spot for you, Elkie.
Probably 3-bet. Depending how Vela has been playing, but I think 3-bet is mostly better in this spot.
Yeah.
Too many?
It is a re-raise to
How much?
600,000.
That's a bit too. I would like it a bit bigger, I think. Quite small. I mean, even if he's obviously dominating, you don't really want him to. Even though he has very likely the best hand, he doesn't play like that great out of position. You don't really want him to get in there with like 8-9 of clubs or all those hands.
Well, Vela hasn't been opening too many pots, but he has shown himself to fold aces to a 3-bet, and he shows
What?
it.
He folded aces to a 3-bet?
Not
That doesn't
two
seem like
aces.
that doesn't seem like a good fold.
an ace,
Oh, okay.
and then another ace and another hand.
Oh, I see. Okay, because it doesn't seem that good to fold aces to a 3-bet.
No. Not what I was implying. Elkie.
You can do it in satellite though, but then you probably shouldn't raise aces in the first place if you're gonna fold it to a 3-bet.
There's last year's winner, Mike Watson, strolling his way toward the final table. I could tell James when you asked him if he wanted to hand the trophy over for later that he totally didn't want to, but he's Canadian, so he was like, yeah, sure, if you guys want.
I was just joking with him. I think he actually thought it was a genuine offer.
To what? To
Actually literally hand the trophy as if you're passing the baton from like last year's champion to this year's champion.
So he said yes?
He said that if that's what they want me to do,
Oh.
I'm pretty sure that Mike Watson will be out partying at the time this tournament ends. He is, after all, the mad dog. Oblique continuing flops of 460,000. And we have seen Vela make a couple of speculative floats, but I know these guys just aren't deep enough.
James, just because they seem like they're a little rough around the edges doesn't mean they're not deep, okay? I'm sure that Michael Vela reads books.
You know exactly what I mean.
I'm sure he would understand when Elke says time is an illusion.
Although, that said, any man who quotes Adam Sandler movies, I do worry about how deep they might actually be. It's nearly a quarter of his stack.
It's not the greatest spot to float either. I mean, regardless of Oparik in hand, right?
Wow, he does call.
Well, the last time he did this, he caught good in the turn.
It was
Caught
a
his
queen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to cook. Like, there's only one good card here. I mean, I guess diamond is okay.
It's the
Oh,
queen! He did it again! Floats with queen high and catches top pair on the turn.
So sick.
At least it's not the queen of spades, so maybe Opalikin slows down. And what did he do last time? He jammed.
He did?
That's true.
Yeah, Cliff double barreled. And Vela just insta-jammed on him and Cliff's like, okay, I fold.
That's a secret then. So every time I'm here, there's like 6 hands. Like core mine against Bogart side.
Now, Opalikin must realize that his opponent only has 1.5 million behind and there's 2.3 million in the middle.
And there's only one SF in the deck because apparently harder and plus if people 40 in it. 46. Come on out. Doesn't feel too good.
Oh wow, he is going to double barrel. Or not. I guess he's just trying to work out if he can make a legitimate bet that doesn't commit him to this pot. I'm not sure he can. Vela's so moving online.
I mean, whatever Oparikin bets is probably all in here, right? If he does bet.
He checks. There's the shove, there's the fold.
He hadn't even
shove.
tapped the table the second time before Vela was like, Mullen!
So I said that after that hand we would address the tweet, the question from Benno, who actually answered his or her own question about how we know the hole cards without there being any cameras in the table. You're absolutely right, there are chips in the cards, and then there are scanners under the table. The players put their cards on top of a specific marked area. The scanner reads those cards and relays the information to the graphics system.
Yeah, it's pretty
Love
sick
when a plan
technology.
comes together. What show is that, Cliff?
They have chips that do that too now, actually. They have
No, you watch
RFID
it.
chips
I love it
with,
when a plan comes
they
together.
have
Come
chips
on,
with
we grew up
chip
with
in
that one.
it, so you can see
The 18.
the stacks without like having to count it.
Beautiful.
I can tell you, because obviously we've looked into it, they are phenomenally expensive. Not to say that we won't one day see them used on our feature table or on our final tables on PokerStars TV.
How much is one chip?
Cliff Josephine, all in here from the small blind, 6-5. And they actually have the same hand, but Vela
Like this
folds.
position, you're making that move.
I can't remember the exact
Like it.
cost, but let's put it this way, right here, right now, it's probably not an option.
I had a good blackjack hand also, Mike.
Sounds like you were already there, baby. Sounds like you were getting 3-2.
He did not have an ace in the face.
Hour dinner break after this. Tough.
26 minutes until the break, and during the dinner break, we will show you highlights of the day so far.
Elke is an official spokesperson for dinner, being what's
Don't
for
know
dinner?
who
What are you
gets
having for
in
dinner
store
tonight?
I'm going to Shima actually. You know the Thai food place? You don't know?
Don't know.
It's very good actually. It's pretty new though, so I think it's the best restaurant on the island. Hopefully. still is. It was last year, but hopefully it still is.
I've been hearing you say that. I still don't know what the hell it is.
I like Thai food. It's spicy.
Oh, that thing you were
Elkie,
smoking
you
last
need to
night?
hit the dinner. It's what's for
Yeah,
dinner
you don't want to
catchphrase.
kill
Just,
you
I
when
just
you
need a
blow
yum.
that.
You just need what?
No.
Yum. Just say yum.
Yum.
Oh, like a big bomb?
Yum.
Nice. King,
Nah,
queen of
yummy,
spades for Opalikin.
Oh, yeah, Arabic. My son would know what it is. He's going to, which one called to study Arabic this year.
I'm hungry now. Fuck.
Oman.
Opalikin opens to 260,000. He's now playing fewer than 20 big blinds after that hand against Vela.
And Josefi is gonna shove.
He's so into culture and all that kind of stuff.
There's no way he doesn't shove here.
Get involved.
I'm all in.
0% chance.
All in for 16 big blinds.
Yeah, he's going to study Arabic, so.
Vela
But he's not
folds
real
10
world,
deuce.
I probably should put a recording here.
Christian Harder folds king 4.
Yes, of course, especially seeing how aggressive Josefi has been playing. I mean, oh, it never feels good though, those spots, you know? Never feels great, but...
I will say this, Elkie. Opalikin does tend to fold in these spots.
Yeah?
I agree with you.
I mean, you might fold. It's not an easy spot, just like with the dynamic and seeing how Josefi has been playing. Even though I've only been here for 20 minutes, I'm pretty, like...
He said I call,
Yeah.
and that means we're off to the races. Cliff Josephy at risk, but marginal favourite with the 9s against the king queen of Opalikin.
What if he makes his face? It's not the worst thing ever.
Actually, Opalikin's got less equity than he should have because Christian Harder folded a king.
Good luck.
Yeah, 44%. Not bad though.
Somebody's going to have 4 million. Somebody's going to be out. They got the same. They have the same stack. Somebody's
Classic
gonna have
race
4
underway. I like the comment on the top left corner.
It is a classic race.
Classic race. And if it's like 6-5 against like pocket freeze, it's not a
It's
classic
a
race.
classic-ish race.
Like
Yeah.
shirts versus pants.
There's like 2 points.
One of these two hands has a slight mathematical advantage.
Cliff Josephy officially the player at risk. If Opalikin loses this flip, he'll be left with 3 big blinds. It's a low flop, 7-6-3.
Should be an 8 of spades. That would be a pretty cool card. What do you think though? 8 of spades isn't.
Whatever makes you happy, Elkie.
Yeah, 8 of spades makes me happy. Any spade makes me happy, to be honest.
Alright, no problem. I don't mean to offend you, sir.
No spade on the turn, so 5 outs for Opalikin.
It's not the most exciting turn ever.
Cliff Josephy is only eliminated if a king or a queen hits the river.
Oh, that takes some of the outs away.
The river card is a deuce, and Cliff Josephy survives, and Alexei Opalikin is crippled.
Yeah, that's for Pelican. There's not much he could have done here, I think.
And Cliff Josephy is now second on the leaderboard, second in chips, after that crucial double up.
Oh, sick. It's
So
new,
cool.
right? Cool.
It's cool.
Did you make the jump, Joe? Was
Oh, yeah,
that you?
That was me.
That
Yeah.
was you, of course.
You never see me bounce around Paris doing my parkours?
Not yet.
Oh yeah, I'm
Show
all
me.
over. I'm all
Show me
about
the video.
parkours. I don't want to mess up my suit right now.
Gotta remember.
Oh yeah, that's true. You're suiting up. I thought it was Mike Watson who hands the trophy though.
Elkie, do you have Kenny Loggins' phone number?
Kenny Logan?
Yeah, Kenny
who's-
Loggins.
Who's Kenny Logan?
Check out Alexei Opalikin's stack. He is firmly in the danger zone.
Once again, Joe Stapleton makes the mistake of thinking that poker players will notice or be able to identify his cultural references.
Yeah, but Elkie's not just a poker player. He's also French and he's also from another planet.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
even less chances than it.
Several
So there's even less
steps.
chances, right?
Several steps removed from reality, for
They
sure.
don't have Kenny Loggins in dimension
Who's Kenny Loggins?
LV429.
Let me Google.
Cliff Josephy has opened under the gun
He
with
sings a
King
song
10.
called Highway to the Danger Zone. That's all.
Oh, that's a 3-bet from Michael Vela. Re-raising with kings.
Clangers!
And Opalikin has already got most of his stack invested already. Calls all in from the big blind. Josephy folds. Here we go.
No, you have to.
I don't want to.
And Vela is a pretty big favorite here.
How do you like the man queens in this spot?
10-9.
Opalikin, just a 16% chance of survival.
Good luck to you. There. What a waste of 240.
You did what I did.
What?
Same thing.
You did what I did. I mean, you could have come over the top. I don't know if we were going to do something.
No, I'm just saying when I had ace
Opalikin's going to need to get super lucky to survive
I don't know if
here.
my play was reckless or not.
And he is drawing dead on the flop.
That's pretty sick. Feels bad, man.
It's all over for Alexei Opalikin. We lose another player from the PokerStars Championship Bahamas final table. He exits in fourth, cashing for $191,420. Not bad for a guy who was here on holiday, had no intention of actually playing the tournament, but somehow bigged a seat in a live satellite
Oh,
and
yeah?
made his way
Sick.
to the final 6.
Wow, pretty sick actually.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Value holiday.
Cinderella story. Here in Augusta.
You can get a lot more holidays now.
He gets to shake her hand.
Made a full house too. He's a 10 and a 9 and he bust. How lucky is that? Pretty sick.
Hit the 10 and the 9. Oh, that's gross.
But at least it's that way. If it's pretty gross if he comes 10-9. Ace.
So with Opalican out, we have an all-American final table. 3 players from the USA.
American.
Hell yeah.
Christian Harder, obviously, with the big chip lead, a 106 big blind stack. And pretty close between Vela and Josephine, 36, 32 big blinds respectively.
The good news, James, is whichever American wins this tournament is going to be able to afford health care for the next year, maybe.
And 18 minutes until dinner.
I mean, not if they have a pre-existing condition, but, you know, if they're perfectly healthy already, they probably can. How much is first place?
$480,000.
Okay, maybe the first 6 months.
Matt Hammer's raise and take it for Christian Harder. Still at 60, 120 blinds.
America.
That's right, Elkie. Sing it.
Where's your America flag coming up in the screen? I miss that.
There's enough American flags every time we put up a full-frame graphic for the chips. Richard Carter says, all this talk of dinner makes me think Elkie might need a potato soon. How do you feel about potatoes?
Potato. I like to say potato.
The end of his tweet says it's really cool when Elkie says it, and he was right.
Potato.
Potato.
This potato's got wings. And Harder keeps crushing.
He knows when to hold him, and he knows when to fold him. Never counts his money when he's sitting at the table.
Why does he like the potato so much on Twitch? I need to get a potato emote. But
It's just the way you say it, Elkie.
It's probably the most enunciated I've ever heard you say a word. Potato. You hit every letter somehow.
yeah, because I was actually learning Japanese and you know the Japanese symbol, and then I was like saying potato.
So Vela raises small to big, and I think this is probably going to get a fold.
No, what
Sure
the fuck?
enough. So we decided to send Matt Broughton down to the tournament floor, and he spoke to Michael Vela's girlfriend Jessica and her sister Laurel. Let's hope he doesn't snub these ones.
So I find myself inexplicably with Michael Vela's girlfriend Jessica and her sister Laurel. Hi, nice to meet you. How are you?
Nice to meet you as well.
Lovely. I think we got a rapport instantly. Can I ask, first and foremost, are you enjoying being in the Bahamas?
Absolutely. We try to come every year, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So how many times have you visited before?
Well, I think this is our 3rd or 4th time, but I could be wrong.
Okay, and do you normally travel around with Michael when he plays in these live events?
I do. I love to. And the best part about Mike is that if he wants to win something, he does. So I just can't wait to see what happens today.
Okay, now one thing I'm sensing, apart from lacking chips and cards right now, is he's lacking anyone to chat with.
Yes, that's his character. He just loves to keep talking.
Is that like just part of his game? Is he just enjoys the social bit, or does he do it from a strategic point of view to try and find out what people are up to?
He's absolutely all about strategy.
Okay. And do you think, because we found him sort of mumbling to himself a bit and singing songs and no one really joining in, does he mind that no one's ever listening to him, or is that his shtick?
He doesn't care what other people think. Oh, no. No, he's definitely his own character.
Is he used to playing with, like, does he have a local gang of guys
He
he
does.
plays
Oh,
with, and
yeah.
they're all like Michael
He
Vela?
plays local, and I have to say he hasn't played a lot since '07. So what happened was in the beginning of the year, I sat with him and I said, you know what, it's time. It's 10 years since the last time you won. You better get it done.
So has he not been playing regularly since then anyway?
No.
Oh, wow.
No.
Oh, so this is an incredible comeback.
Yes. Yeah.
And predictions for where he's going to finish? First, which means that's going to be some...
We're winning.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because that means it's going to be a while. So I was just wondering if you'd like to come... There's like a sauna just around the corner. And
We probably should. Yes, let's do it. I'm in. No,
Wow.
I'm going to watch. I'm going to railbird the whole time. Yeah.
And on that bombshell, back to you.
Well, that was creepy.
Hashtag winning.
that's
Hashtag winning.
That's the problem when we write the questions together. I think he took my note card for that interview. And I think I speak for everyone, including Elkie, when I say potato.
Hashtag winning though. That's kind of cool. When he wants to win something, he wins it.
Yeah, I know. That was a bold statement.
Yeah. I'm like, man, And his girlfriend told him to play. He's like, it's been a while since you won anything. Why don't you just not go to Bahamas and win? Okay, let's do it. Good plan.
Yeah, if Matt's wife is watching, he accidentally took my note card for that interview.
Or not. It's okay.
I'm just jealous.
Vela is defending the 9
I will check, sir.
So did. I'm checking in the dark.
He checks in the dark most of the time.
He's gonna check board.
Ace, Queen, 6, 2 diamonds. The flush draw, Christian Harder. And he does continue.
Potato.
What? I mean, I would say what? Because he calls, not because of potato.
Oh,
Seems
he-
like a pretty optimistic call.
He does float in some weird
Yeah, I mean, you can-
situations.
that's not
Watch him hit the
the-
9. Watch. Oh.
That's not the really great spot to float, no matter what Christian Harder holding is. I mean, he happens to actually be ahead, but it's just like... He's like way behind like any 2 cards on flop, and not many good runners that he can hope for, but he's top 3 here, so potato, I guess.
Potato.
So Christian Harder wins another pot. Stack up over 13 million now. Up 7.3 million on the day.
All right, so let's make a deal. If he folds, you ship it in dark, I'll call it dark, and we can play him heads. Somebody can play him heads up.
You sound like you're not confident in your skill, Mike.
Oh, I'm absolutely confident, but if I get heads up, I'm going to win this thing. I don't care what the chip count is.
Hey, when he decides he's gonna win something, he wins it. You just better hope he doesn't decide to win this.
Cliff is pretty good at winning too, though.
Yeah, Charter's pretty good at winning also.
I don't care.
Do you want to bet on Vela, Joe?
Do I want to bet on him?
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
What are the odds? You can bet on bet styles now, right? What are the odds? Can you bet now?
No, there's no in the run. You can't bet while there's action. No.
Oh, sick.
Ace, 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 flop. You could have had an ace 10 in there to make slots. Smash me. It was quite the flop. It was quite the freaking flop.
Wow, I really didn't think you'd have started a discussion about medical insurance on Twitter. Thanks, Joe.
Joe can do anything.
somebody said
That
that it's the most ignorant thing I've ever said.
What
Which
is?
is, you must not have been listening very
Yeah,
long.
Joe has said like so many things that he doesn't even remember what's the most ignorant thing he ever said. Probably.
We're in big trouble here.
For sure. Vela button raises with 9s. Christian Harder with 7s in the small blind.
Is he calling or 3-betting?
He calls.
Can't squeeze one out. I'm trying. Wait, we're
Me
gonna leave
too,
that
man.
one
I
alone
fell
too.
asleep drunk
We're gonna
in
leave
bed
that one
last
alone as well.
All right, fair enough.
Too easy.
I got you.
It's unlikely he goes into firework though. Once he just calls 3 flops on the small blind, I think. There's gonna be too many overcards coming.
Yeah, there you go.
Like this.
Sure
Secret,
enough.
the secret on the flop.
Well, we can see that Vela is an 88% favourite.
But it's gonna get bluffed. No.
2 nines.
2 9s are good, so another situation where Christian Harder loses the absolute minimum.
Do it again.
Oh, you got a pair too?
That's 7.
He's just put so few chips in the pots, and even fewer when he's behind.
I'm happy with that flop now that you had 9s.
Yeah, one of the best flop.
So 9 minutes
boys.
until the end of the level. During the dinner break, you'll get to see key hands from today so far. The hand we're about to see is hand 130, so we've seen plenty of action
Couple bucks.
since the final table started.
Got it. I got 20. Only do it.
Elkie, hold me back, because now I want to talk about insurance for a while.
Why would not talk about something else?
Great idea, Elkie. That's exactly the kind of common sense I was looking for. I knew you would be the one to talk to.
Okay, that's what do you want? What should we talk about, James?
Let's
Darts.
talk- let's
I
talk
heard you
about-
like darts a lot,
Can't
James.
squeeze one out over there.
You're a big darts fan.
Huge, love it. Love those needles going into the cork. Cliff Josephy's got ace king suited in the
I love
small.
Jeff.
How about we talk
Feel
about the
offensive.
poker?
That's fine with
It's a
me.
pretty good hand.
In the words of Michael Vela and Cliff
It's easy to
Josephy,
fucking do it.
looks like he can squeeze one out, this hand at least.
Yeah, Michael Vela.
Uh-oh, Domination Nation.
So if he has the best hand, and he's pretty confident in his poker skills, but it's not the greatest flop for him.
Go ahead.
Pretty much one of the worst flop actually.
Well, we got spades now,
Yeah,
too.
pretty
Go
good.
ahead.
Check to the river.
Check.
Good,
All
check,
right,
check.
Ace high is good.
Yeah. Ace high is
It's
good.
Ace high is good indeed.
Glad the king didn't come.
13 bullets.
Very nice. Thank you.
It is very nice.
The way you raised that pot and checked it all the way down, you crushed it. Very nice.
Very nice.
Potato.
Potato. So what do you think they're gonna have for dinner?
I don't even know what's
Again.
for our dinner. I hope some vegetables. Maybe a potato.
Potato is not a
You're
vegetable,
getting
though,
there,
is
baby.
it?
You are.
Is it?
Potato is a vegetable, yes.
Oh, sick.
It doesn't count in like your vegetable food group, but it
Yeah.
is a vegetable.
Michael Vella in the small blind. That's ace 4.
Is he raising it up to 300,000?
He is indeed. And Christian Harder has jack 8 of diamonds. He defends.
I'll check.
Vella checking in the dark, even though
Yeah, the pre-flop lead. That's kind of weird to check in the dark when you raise when the pre-flop raiser actually.
That is weird, I agree.
I mean, that's like makes total sense when you're like defending the big blind heads up, but when you're the pre-flop raiser, it's not the most standard thing, I guess.
Well, things just got pretty juicy here on the turn.
You see.
Harder picks up the flush draw. Vella with top pair. 300,000 apiece as we go to the river.
Boom. What? Oh, sick.
It is a diamond!
It's a queen of diamond too, so it's gonna make Vela think like it's chopping against any ace, which is most likely chopping against any other ace, right? And checked. It's gonna be very tough for him to fold in that, for Vela to fold here, I think. Depending how much Harder bets, but if Harder is not too greedy, yeah, insta call, boom.
Did you get a flush?
Well, that's gonna leave a mark.
620,000 was the bet on the river. And that'll see Vella drop down to 20 bigs. Christian Harder up over 14 million now. Close to 120 big blinds.
Even if Cliff Josephine knocked out Michael Vella and they went heads up, Harder would still have a more than 2-to-1 chip lead over him.
Confirmation, there's 119 bigs for Harder, 34 for Josephine, 20 for Vella. Just 4 minutes on the level. The blinds go up, of course, when we come back from dinner. It'll be 80,000, 160,000.
Vela could have thought about it a little bit, I guess, so he really snapped it.
450 or more.
Yeah. So it's tough river to fold, but
Pompey on Twitch says he should have decided to win that hand.
yeah, missed decision.
Well, here's the thing, if he actually continues flop, he probably gets a fold from the jack 8.
Yeah, but he checks dark. Backfired.
As somewhat... Oh boy.
He's pretty good at squeezing, actually. He lied to
Well,
us.
once he put it out there,
So if he's gonna decide to win this hand too, I have a feeling. He has the face of a guy who wants to win the hand.
you know, even though I thought it was kind of silly that Vella's wife said that when he decides he's going to win something, he wins it, right? It's obviously a bit of an exaggeration. The fact that she has so much confidence in her husband and just has his back 100% like that, man, I wish somebody had ever loved me that much. Maybe my mother. That's about it.
That's good enough already.
Except she'd probably be like, oh, you won, but it was not a very big field this year, was it? There'd always be something wrong with it.
So Josephine's raise to 375,000,
King
called
Juice
by
did it?
Christian Harder.
So if you pocket Jackson, 69% chance to win this hand, but it's actually quite much higher
I gotta
because
make a bigger bet in a turn.
69 is they go all in. Those are like just secret odds if they're all in pre-flop, but because Josephine has position and there's a lot of flops that Harder is gonna be folding, he won't be able to realize his equity. It's probably one of the flops that is gonna be close actually, but
5-3 deuce, so the gut shot for Harder. He checks the action to Josephine, who's still near enough a 3-to-1 favourite with the overpair. He continues for 275,000.
I mean, I'm playing there to get chips. You know?
I think Harder has to call here. It's close, but
Small C-bet.
It was under my range. I said it then. I just had to do it.
had to do what?
He's talking about a hand earlier on where he shoved with King Deuce of Diamonds.
Oh,
A hand which he said was below the bottom of his range.
700.
A raise? From harder, sick.
It is. Check raise to 700,000.
He would get the job done if Joseph had a lot of hands, but it's not gonna work against pocket jacks. Although pocket jacks is really the top of his range in this spot. Like if Joseph had ace high, that'd be tough, but with pocket jacks, I don't see him ever folding in here. He's either shoving or calling, I believe.
Right, because this raise is going to be a semi-bluff a lot of the time, which
Yeah,
technically it is now.
it's just like such a drawy board as well, right? He could do it
Yeah.
with like any flush draw, with like any 4, any like pair and straight draw, like any 5-4, 3-4. It's gonna be a snap fold from harder, and Joseph chips up.
It's like we're going to get one more hand in.
One more hand of this blind level, one hand before the dinner break, and a quick reminder that during that dinner break, highlights of the day so far. So if you just joined us on PokerStars TV and want to know the story so far, you're going to see some of the key hands that have brought us to three-handed play.
By the time we play the hand after this one. That was the best hand.
Was it?
Best pair. I mean, it's better than nines.
Ah, Maria Ho. It's probably sad that we could pick your voice out of the crowd, Maria.
We're done. Mike, how many whites do you have? 7? Plus what's, yeah, so 8. That would be correct.
They're slipping in. He checks his option 7 high.
Taking a free flop for connectors. Ace 10-4, queen high, still the best hand.
Hour break. The clock's flying down.
Yeah, Joseph would just probably take it down to the destination bet.
Sure enough, that's what happens.
She could 9 deuce on the ace queen 6 board, and he folded this. I mean,
So that'll do it for the level. And we thank Elkie for spending some time with us in the booth.
thank you guys, that was great. I'm gonna miss you, so next time I see you it was Monaco, probably.
Monte Carlo, indeed.
Bye,
Potato.
Alki. Potato.
Bye guys, potato.
So when we come back from dinner, these will be the stacks. They'll be playing it out, playing down to a champion here at the PokerStars Championship Bahamas main event. Enjoy the break.